Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will learn about how to read an Excel data. So there might be couple of ways to read an Excel data to our Guideware Studio. So now we will discuss one of the way. So there are couple of steps which we need to follow. Let's see the steps and next we will see the implementation, how I did, and we will try to add few more fields as well. So yes, I opened steps, what we need to follow. Basically, in cloud projects, right? This jar, Binayo jar, or whichever is there over here, right? It will be present in the cloud versions. But when it comes to the on-premises like V9, V10 projects, we will not get this jar. So download from the Google and add it. So we can add from here. File, project structure, and dependencies. Click on plus and add it. Okay. Uh, Keep it in the download folder or else any other path. And then make sure we are storing the what I can say Excel file in the CSV format. So this is an example for file personal auto details. I thought to create a personal auto policy. Those things we will do it in the upcoming videos. But now we will read the file. So these are the details and make sure this should be in the CSV format. And then once we are done, once we know what to read, right, then create an XML mapping file. So this will be the replica for the CSV. Okay, whatever we are going to read from the CSV, right, we will create with respect to the position. And then we will create a POSO class or DTO class for mapping. And then we will create a class where that should extend this import data info and we need to override file, setter file and getter file. Then we will utilize this setter file while browsing this CSV file. So let me go one by one. We saw these two things and this XML. So for this, I already created, let me browse mapping file. Yes. So whenever we are doing it right, we need to make sure whatever positions are there, right? Sequence number, name, win, make, model. The same thing we should have it in the binario. So this is the binario. The same what I said starting, right? This binario, we should have this jar. It will be used for reading the data. So the same binario and this personal auto whatever name will be there, right? So this name we will utilize while reading our data. So here we are doing unmarshalling, right? So where we will utilize and then this is whatever we can create and map and unbounded. Make sure the positions, so in the 0th position I am going with the sequence number, the same we should have it 0 1 2 3 4 5. So same 0 1 2 3 4 5 in the same sequence number we should have it in the XML. Let's suppose if we are adding a new field, right, the same new field should be in the position 6. Here also it should be in the position 6. So we need to follow this standard when we are reading in this way. Okay. And then once we are done, create one DTO class with those things, whatever we have sequence number, name, win, make, model. In the same way, we will create one POSO class or DTO class. Once it is done, we have to create a class that should extend import data info. So we need to install Binayojar if it is not there. Okay. And then provide the mapping file canonical path, not an absolute path. So if you go with GSRC like this, right, in the same way, you can provide your XML file mapping. Then read the file. So as I said earlier, we need to override both setter file as well as getter file. So override setter file and set it. And make sure we should have this file with CSV. If not, throw a displayable exception because this will work only for comma separated file. So CSV is nothing but comma separated. Then read the file, release the source, get the mapping file and do the unmarshalling. So first create a marshal with this personal auto. Once we done right, basically we will get all these things line number 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 4 also. This 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these ones we will get in the file contents. We will go with each line number and each line. So here, as we are getting first line, right, we do not want this one. These are the headers. So I'm excluding this. So in case of line number 0, right, I'm just excluding it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, what you can do, you can unmarshal it and read the map. So reading the map is nothing but I have created an object of this Pozo class and I am reading each mapping value. So this sequence number is there, right? Whatever is there, map dot get it. Get that sequence number and map it to this one, sequence number. So this read will take care of mapping the things. Once we are done the map, right, I have added in one of the global variable. This variable I have declared at complete class level in this global variable, and this variable I am utilizing when I am uploading the things and displaying. Let me go and show you once. So this one, administration utilities, I have added over here, auto load. We can see now everything is blank. Let me click on import, browse. Yes, personal auto details I have already shared. So this is the Binaio jar. I am using version 10. I don't have. I downloaded from the Google and added over here. And personal auto details. Click on OK button. See, all the things were reflected over here. The same details. Test 1, test 2, same thing. Let me have same 3 with the same details. As of now, we don't have any validations, right? We can add duplicate as well in import auto. Again, browse it. This refresh is not working because the same Pozo class I am utilizing over there. So same thing. Yeah. Let's suppose in your project you want to map these values from here to actual our period details, right? Then store all these values in one of the entities, create some staging entities and assign these entity values to your staging entities, these values, not entity values, all these runtime values to staging entities, and from that staging entity to actual values. So when we are doing like that, right, either go with the batch process or else work queue and create automated transactions. We will do it in the next videos, not now, but we will see those type of things as well. But as of now, this is the thing. Whenever we want to do it to actual period mapping, right? Load all these things runtime and create staging tables, create object of staging table and map all these values to our staging tables. Once data will persist in the staging tables, create our period object and map all the staging values to our actual period objects. So now if we see, we are doing it in the list of details. If I go this pop-up, right, so this is the auto load ext. So here this row iterator things we already seen in the previous videos. So I'm not going to explain again. I have created an object of auto import data info. So this is the one, our class. And in this class, when we click on auto import, I am passing this object. And when we see this row iterator, right, the list of policies, whatever there over here, it is there in the global variable. Yeah, this is the one. So that's why I'm not doing refresh, click on, sorry, we will be having what I can say refresh, right? Refresh on calculate. So I'm not setting this value to true. If I set it to true, right, it will always refresh it. We will not have latest value. So I'm pushing this object to import auto. Once it is done, whatever results we will store over here, that I'm passing back over there. So when we click on this browse button, this file, this is the setter. When we actually load, right, it goes to, sorry, this is the getter. When we click on actual browse button, it will go to setter. So in this setter, what we are doing, we are reading the file and we are setting it. The same object, we are returning it again. If I click on here, right, auto load, can see, and this is the admin, sorry, this PCF. Yes. After cancel, if user clicking on cancel, I'm just marking it as null. So return type, I'm returning all the values. So just I'm clicking on OK and return the values. Let's suppose if we want to introduce a new thing. Let me go to the sheet. Let's suppose you want to introduce a vehicle color, okay, red, green, yellow, blue. Let me load now because we have not made any changes, whether we get any errors or not. Okay, import data, browse, load it, click on OK. Okay, there is no error. That is good for us as well. But the newly added field is not coming. To come over here, right? What are the steps we need to do? First, as we added over here, we need to add a new field in the mapping file. Okay, what I will do? I'll do like this. So this one is the vehicle color and position is 6. Once it is done, basically these positions we are doing, right? It's a standard we need to do. Even that's a map. We can map from the in the bean also. We are doing the map only, get map. I think that should work even if we interchange the positions, but I have not tested. So we can test by changing the positions as well because map we are doing the same. And then we need to add a new field over here. So, and this should be vehicle color. And let me copy the variable change over here. Once it is done, yes, we are done this one. We need to do mapping here as well. Read bean, yeah. Let me go and do it. This one, vehicle color. Yes, it is done. And then once it is done, we need to do PCF mapping. This is the one. And let me do, this is the text cell, drag and drop, then ID, vehicle color, yes, and then, and do not hard code guys, do it in, create these things in the display key properties and utilize over here, which we saw in previous videos as well. Yeah, tells dot vehicle color. Yes, we are done all our things. Now what we need to do, as we made lot of changes, definitely we need to have restart. Let me do restart. Let's see if we are getting any validation errors or not. If there were no validation errors, right, we'll wait for the restart. Yes, compilation is successful. Let it restart. I'll resume the video once it is done. Yes, our server is up. So let me go to, yeah, let me refresh it once. Logging in, administration, utilities, auto load, import auto. So we can see now here vehicle color as well because we made PCF changes. Yeah, and click on OK. Yes, we can see all the things red, green, yellow, blue. So if we want any new things, right, follow the same steps. Add a new thing in the sheet, do it in the mapping, then bean, then data info wherever we are reading. So these are the steps, guys, which we need to follow when we need to read any Excel data. So this is the process. Hope you guys understood the things. Before closing the video, guys, so this whatever jar I was pronouncing, right, it is incorrect. Sorry for that. The jar name is Bean.io, not Bean.io. So it was my mistake completely. Then please ignore the pronunciation which I did starting of the video. It's a Bean.io. And then one more thing also, whenever we are adding a new things right over here, make sure it should be with our mapping positions only. If we change the sequence number positions in our Excel and in XML, right? If both are not correct, right, that will result in the wronger way. Uh, So in this case, all things are strings. So that's why we were not getting any problem. Let's suppose in place of string, we are doing integer, integer place big decimal. If we change the sequence, right, then it will definitely impact on our reading. So in this case, if I see, right, so sequence number in the zeroth position. Now I moved sequence number to, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth position. If we load same thing over here, import, sorry, not this one, auto load, mm, import, let me do it. So if I click on import, to personal auto details, click on OK. See sequence number, it is coming it as a text. So the first one, it is considering as sequence number because our mapping is zeroth position. We are assuming it as sequence number. So make sure whatever is there over here in the same way we need to follow. Let me remove completely this one and save it. Let me try to load port. Okay. See, it is not working now because of incorrect things. If there is any mismatches happens, right, that completely goes wrong. So make sure guys, when we are following this one, right, follow the same standard. So do not do the mismatches between here and there. Make model purchase price. Let me go here. Okay, make sequence number win make model sequence number name, missing the name. I'm going with just with the test only for testing purpose. Import. Let's see. Yeah, now it is coming. Even though we have extra, these things we are not getting. See, if I go back now, vehicle color we are not getting properly because this sequence number, it is assuming it as this is the purchase price. So make sure we should have sync between Excel as well as mapping with BNIO XML. Okay. Thank you for watching the video, guys. So let me load now and then we will close. Yeah, now it is fine. Yeah. Let's meet in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching.